Hi everyone and welcome. If you're new to my channel, please click on the subscribe button. Today we are going to do a review about the makeup brushes from PAC and Jovita. So this is a really hype makeup brushes right now. So there are around 8 brushes in this, and this is called as the all you need makeup brushes. So I have a lot of makeup brushes already, but I really wanted to buy this because I really love this girl Jovita. She has a really great attitude. She's very natural, and one more thing is I'm very jealous that she is single. So coming to the makeup brushes, this was launched I believe a couple of years back by PAC in collaboration with Jovita as a limited edition, and I believe it was sold out very soon, and I don't think they really launched it back again. And I have seen a lot of comments in Jovita's channel stating that they need these brushes back. So I was not sure how good it was, and when they launched it, I really wanted to purchase it to check how good it is. So these brushes, as I said, is called as all you need brushes, and it comes with this cute pouch, and you have around 8 makeup brushes as a part of this set. So these are the makeup brushes. As I said, there are 8 makeup brushes in this. So today I'm going to try it and see if it really claims to be so good and if it helps me to do a full makeup. So now let's go ahead and start using these brushes. So I'm going to be using the similar way how Jovita mentioned in her channel. So let's get started. To start with, I'm going to be using an orange corrector, and I'm using this Beauties orange corrector. And to blend this, I'm going to be using this concealer buffer brush. So it definitely blends in very, very beautifully. So next we'll move on to the foundation. So I'm going to be using the PAC HD foundation, and this is of shade 3.0. So this is the foundation kabuki brush. It comes with this mesh as well for safety. And these bristles are really great. I have used a lot of foundation brushes, and this is nothing like anything which I have used. This is really, soft and dense as well. So as I said, I'm going to be using the similar way how Jovita mentioned in her channel. So I'm taking a little bit of foundation. I'm taking one of the precision brushes, and I'm just, taking a little bit quantity from my hand. And I'll just swipe it across my face. Now let me use this to blend in. With brushes are really great. I'm really in love with the brushes. I mean the bristles. Look, I'm using a full coverage foundation. That's why I'm blending in immediately after applying. Yeah, I really love this foundation brush. It's like blending in so well. So the PAC's HD foundation, the consistency is a little bit thick, so you need to really take a little bit of effort to blend in well, and this one is doing a great job. I'm not sure if that technique of using a precision brush really worked for me. Probably for a lighter weight foundation, it might, work well. But for a full coverage foundation, I think, it's better to use it with the fingers and then blend it with the foundation brush. So it's easy to, blend in even in the corners. You really don't need a concealer brush as such. Okay, that gave a pretty good coverage. Let me use the concealer. So for this, I'm going to be using the PAC Take Cover Concealer, and I have the shade Honey Drop. So first, I'm going to be using this foundation brush again. So I'm just dabbing it. So you can use the same brush for the concealer, but I'm going to be using the concealer brush. I use the orange corrector, so I'm not sure how good the effect would be, but let's try. This brush is really good. I really love these two brushes. It's blending in so well. It's like just what you need brushes. Now let's use this powder sculpt brush. So for that I'm going to be using this PAC's translucent powder. I usually use the powder puff to set my makeup, but today I'm going to try this. So I'm just dabbing. It is really so soft and you're getting the really good results. I have used a lot of powder brushes which really didn't help me. As I said, I use only the powder puffs rather than the brushes, because it really didn't give me the result of setting the makeup well using a compact or with a powder. But I think this is good. I really like this. I'm just not telling because I like Jovita, but these brushes are really good. Next, let me do some blush, and for that I'm going to be using this Beauties blush, and I'll use the same, the powder sculpt brush. So this one is actually quite pigmented, so I'm going to be using very little. Okay, so I've just kept it very simple. Now let me use a highlighter. So with the same brush, and I'm going to be using this Maybelline's highlighter for that. I'll take a very little bit. Okay, I really love this brush. Now I'll do a little bit of contouring because I really love contouring, and I'm using again this Beauties contour palette, and I'll use the same brush. It's doing the work you want, really. You don't need individual brushes to do contouring, blush, highlighting, powder setting. This one brush is more than sufficient. Now I'll do some nose contouring, and for this I'm going to use this crease blender brush. This is how the brush is. I like this as well. Next, let us use this eyebrow brush. It is actually the angled liner brush. So I don't do much of eyebrows. So for me, this is not going to help much, but probably for eyeliners, even eyeliners, I don't do much. But anyways, let's try this to do the eyebrows. And I'm going to be using this Swiss Beauties eyebrow, pack. So this brush is very fine. So this brush is really good, but as I said, I don't do much of eyebrows or of eyeliner. So for me, I don't think this will be really useful. Now let's quickly do some eye makeup. So I'm going to make it very simple, and I'm going to be using this Beauties eyeshadow palette, and I'll use this crease blender brush. I'll use this brick shade to start with. I'll just create a crease. That's blending in very beautifully. And the size of this brush is really great for the crease. I think the name is right, crease blender. Now I'm going to be using this brush. So this is the eyeshadow packer brush. So I'm going to use a shade, in the eyelid, and I'll use this shimmery shade for that. And this name is also great. Eyeshadow packer. So it's like literally packing the eyeshadow well. I usually use my fingers for this, the glitter shades, but I think this one is really good. You don't have to mess up your hand. Now let's use the pencil brush. So I'll use a little bit of this, brown shade below my, waterline. So even if you're a beginner, these brushes are going to be, helpful for you so much because it's very easy to apply. Now I'll use the same pencil brush to highlight, below my eyebrows and the inner corner of my eyes. I'll use a little bit over here as well. And a little bit over here. Now we'll move on to the last brush. So this is the Cream Precision brush. So I'm not sure what all you can use this for, but I'm going to be using this for lipsticks. So I have two lipsticks from PAC and these are Wild Love and Brunch. So I'm going to mix and match these shades to create a lip shade. So this is Wild Love. So I'll just use this, in the corners, and I'll just take it in the brush like this. This is very fine and it's tightly packed. Very easy to apply your lipsticks. And now I'll use this shade. I can directly use it on my lips, but I'll use the brush. If you have small lips, sometimes the lipsticks, it's difficult to apply. It'll, spill over everywhere. So a makeup brush will definitely help a lot. So again, I'll just set a little bit with the powder because my face becomes oily very soon. So I'm just using the same powder brush and I'm using the translucent powder just to set it. Now I'm going to do a last step which she did in her video. So I'm going to set my makeup with the setting spray. And this one is from NYX, which I'm using. This is really good. If you have an oily face, this gives you a really good finish. It's a matte finish one. And now I'm going to be using this foundation brush just to dab like this after applying the setting spray. I usually use my beauty blender to do that after I apply the setting spray, but I think this is a good idea. That is the makeup with these makeup brushes, PAC and Jovita makeup brushes. So this is the all you need makeup brush and the name is exactly right. These brushes are more than sufficient to do your complete full face of makeup. So there are multi-purpose brushes in here which will help you a lot. So if you're traveling or if you're doing any kind of makeup, this is more than sufficient, I would say. I love the way it is designed. I love the color, the way, the brush itself is. I really love that. So is the packaging. You have a pouch as well which you can carry for traveling and you can keep other items as well in this apart from your brushes. So this one pouch is more than sufficient for your travel makeup. So as I said, I loved all the brushes. I used all the brushes. Maybe only the eyebrow brush may not be useful for me, but rest of the brushes are absolutely great. I love them. And this one costs around 2,995. So I was really skeptical of buying this just for 8 brushes, 2,900. I have, the PAC, makeup brush set, the Swiss Beauties makeup brush set as well. But there are a lot of brushes there and it costs you around the same price. So, you get Swiss Beauty for around 3,000 and the PAC brushes is like around 4,000 plus. But this one, for the quality and for the requirement, the cost is like definitely okay. It's a little bit expensive, I know, but I would say it's definitely worth it. So you should definitely give it a try, be it a beginner or if you are experienced, you should definitely try these brushes. This is great. This is more than sufficient for you is what I would say. That's the review from my end about the PAC and Jovita makeup brushes. I hope it was useful and I hope you liked it. If you like it, please click on like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching and have a great day ahead.